Twisted Fate, Episode 5. The rain fell harder, cold, relentless, but Jane couldn't feel it anymore. Her eyes were locked on the man standing at the end of the alley. The same man, the same smile, calm, like he had been expecting this moment. Tundi stepped slightly in front of Jane, protective. "Stay behind me," he whispered. The man chuckled softly. "That won't be necessary." He took a step forward, slow, confident. Jane's voice trembled. "You've been following me." The man tilted his head. "Not following." A pause. Watching. Jane's chest tightened. "Why?" The man's eyes softened slightly. "Because your life depends on it." Tundi snapped. "Stay away from her." The man looked at him, amused. "You're braver than your father." Jane froze. Her heart skipped. "My father?" Tundi whispered. The man smiled faintly. "Yes. Unlike him, you still have a conscience." Jane's mind spun. "What are you talking about?" The man stepped closer. Close enough now. Close enough for Jane to see the seriousness behind his calm expression. "Your father didn't die because of an accident," he said. "You already know that." Jane swallowed. "Then tell me the truth." The man studied her for a moment, as if deciding something. Then he spoke. "Your father stole something." Jane's breath caught. "Something powerful." "What?" she asked. The man's voice dropped. "A file." Jane frowned. "A file?" He nodded. "But not just any file." He reached into his coat again. This time Jane didn't flinch. He pulled out a small flash drive. Black, plain, but somehow it felt heavy, important, dangerous. "This," he said. Jane stared at it, her heart racing. "What is on it?" she asked. The man looked directly into her eyes. "Names." Jane felt a chill run through her body. Powerful people. A network. Corruption. Deals that were never meant to be exposed. Jane's hands trembled. "My father had this?" The man nodded slowly. "He was going to expose them." Silence. Heavy. Explosive. "And that's why they killed him?" Jane whispered. The man didn't answer immediately. Then, "Yes." Jane's world shattered all over again. Tundi looked confused. "Then why is she still alive?" The man's expression darkened slightly. "Because they didn't find this." He raised the flash drive slightly. Jane's heart skipped. "And they believe," he paused, "that your father gave it to you." Jane stepped back. No, I don't have it." The man studied her face carefully. "I believe you." Jane frowned. "Then why are they after me?" The man's voice turned serious. "Because they don't." A pause. "They know." Jane froze. "What do you mean?" The man stepped closer, lowering his voice. "Someone told them." Jane's heart began to pound violently. "Who?" The man didn't answer. Instead, he looked at Tundi. Tundi's eyes widened. "No," he whispered. Jane felt her chest tighten. "What is it?" she asked. Tundi stepped back slowly, fear creeping into his face. "My mom," he said quietly. Jane's breath stopped. "She makes calls late at night." The pieces began to connect. "She talks about you." Jane felt dizzy. "And tonight," Tundi continued, "she said," his voice broke, "she said they won't need you alive anymore." Jane's heart dropped. Silence. Deadly silence. Then the man spoke again. "You don't have much time." Jane looked at him. "What do I do?" For the first time, his expression became completely serious. "You disappear." Jane's eyes widened. Or, he paused. "You fight." The word hung in the air. Fight. Jane thought about her family, her father, his unfinished warning. Her hands slowly clenched into fists.